What are CDD fees? How do they work and why are they charged? That's what you're going to learn in this video. My name is Josh Rogers and I lead the F3 home team, which stands for faith, family, and freedom. That's our core values. So if that resonates with you, we're your people. This video is going to be fun. I've been shooting videos on YouTube for the past 8 years, just trying to bring as much value to you as possible. And so we've taken a compilation of all the best information about CDD fees and we've mashed it together in this video. So you're going to see young Josh with brown hair. You're going to see fluffy Josh, skinny Josh. You're going to see no skin wrinkled Josh. You're going to see beard Josh. And then you're going to see old Josh. And I hope you have fun with it. As always, as you have questions, and you do, our team is here and we love answering these questions every single day from families just like you all over the country. Most of the time, families will send us a quick text. So that information is below. Just kick over a quick text with your thoughts, your ideas, your goals. And then also the other thing families do is they join our Facebook group, which is Moving to St. Johns County and St. Augustine, which is a plethora of more interactive information. So enjoy the video and we'll talk soon. CDD stands for Community Development District. It's an overall managing company of the infrastructure and amenities of the community. CDD is there to pay for the amenities, the roads, the infrastructure, and the maintenance of all of that for the community as a whole. Now, there's two portions of the CDD fee, and I'm going to go into details about that. Now, it takes millions and millions of dollars to take that raw land and create a little city around it. So just like we pay taxes for the public roads and public services, whenever the developer developed the community, they took out a 30-year loan. That's called a 30-year bond. And then also building out the infrastructure within the community, there's operation and maintenance costs that are associated with that. The first part is the bond. That's the actual 30-year bond or loan that the developer took out on the entire property to finance the infrastructure, the building of the infrastructure. That will always stay the same. The second part of the CDD fee is the operation and maintenance. That actually pays for the ongoing maintenance of all of the infrastructure. That may change depending on cost. The CDD is comprised of a board of professionals, so it's not volunteers, but this is a paid board with an attorney, an accountant, an engineer, a project manager that oversee the health of the neighborhood. CDD fees can range roughly anywhere from $1,500 to maybe $2,500 per year. And so depending on how large and expansive the land, infrastructure, and amenities are, that is then split among the owners in the community. So, for example, if you have a massive community with wonderful community amenities, with a lot of land that took a lot of development and a smaller number of residents, then that means there's fewer people to spread the cost and your CDD fees may be higher. Now, conversely, if you're in Nocatee, for instance, and there's 12,000 families, you have like the best of the best amenities with tons of land, but there's 12,000 owners to help spread the cost. I promise you, whenever you come in and you see how nice these areas are, and you see the pool, the fitness center, the clubhouse, the lifestyle, and all that kind of stuff, it's really easy to see the value and justify the cost. Another community that is a great example is look at Markland, for instance. Beautiful community, nice amenities, but not many homeowners, relatively speaking. And so those CDD fees per owner are high. Now, how is it different from the HOA? The HOA is more of a regulatory agency. The HOA is going to be the one sending you a letter saying, hey, you need to pull those weeds out of your front garden bed. You need to paint your mailbox. The CDD is more of the operations, financing, and management of the common areas and the amenities. The HOA, because it's only management and regulations, it's going to be very low, oftentimes around $100 per year. So anyway, I hope that helps. The CDD, not to be confused with HOA, Homeowners Association, that's a separate cost. Oftentimes that's very low. And if you ask me, Josh, how is that paid? If you escrow your taxes, which means you pay that through your mortgage, the CDD is also paid through the taxes. So if you're curious of what a CDD fee and cost is for a house, you can simply look up their tax bill in public records and it'll have a line item of the CDD fees. So you're not actually stroking a check for the CDD fee each year. It's paid whenever you make your mortgage payments. As long as your taxes are prorated through your mortgage payment every month, then when you write your mortgage payment, those CDD fees are being paid along with your taxes. And then last pro tip, not that it makes a difference to you, but it'll make you sound like you really know what you're talking about if this conversation ever comes up, is CDD fees are paid for the next year, the year in advance. So whenever taxes are paid this year in November, whenever they cut the check to the CDD company, that's actually being paid for the up and coming year. So CDD fees are paid in advance, whereas your property taxes are paid in arrears. So whenever you pay your property taxes in November, you're paying for the past year, but also whenever you're paying your CDD fees in November, you're paying for the next year. So fun little tip for you. Navigating such a big investment and purchase takes a lot of effort, and that's why so many families reach out to us, just like yourself. So if you're on the cusp of making some decisions or you want some good data, just text me. One of my team members or I will reach out to you. We'll come up with a game plan that fits your goals and your strategies to make your life easier. Also, don't forget to go to stjohnsvip.com. That's a resource of information that is going to blow your mind. First and foremost, the top 5 mistakes most buyers make and how to avoid those, because you just don't know what you don't know. Also, you'll have access to the closing cost cheat sheet, which will give you 3 separate closing cost settlement statements where you'll be able to see the different fees of the different builders involved. And then finally, with that stjohnsvip.com, we will send you all the new announcements in St. Johns County that oftentimes is not public knowledge yet. So that includes new businesses, new developments, new communities, new builders, and new incentives. So whenever you go to stjohnsvip.com, you'll get access to all of that. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video.